Alrighty guys, probably one of the two biggest things that were added in this update, the HD vehicles. We're going to be checking those out today. First up we have the T3485. As you can see down here, there's a long list. I've waited until the third patch. Yeah, right. I just haven't gotten around to doing this. But there has been some new tanks in the third patch, so I guess it is kind of a good thing that I waited in doing this. Otherwise you would have missed out on the Centurion. And I believe the T3485 you have missed out on as well. So for the most part, all these models are beautiful. I mean, I think the only one I didn't really like was the Tortoise, and I'll show you, actually quite a bit of what I mean. But I mean, if you look at all the detailing, it's very well done. It's awesome. I love these. So I just love it. You can see the welds. I mean, once I show camo, so you can see where everything's been used, where it looks like people have stepped or put their hands or done whatever. I'm not sure what these things are, but people must have been touching them a lot. I mean, it's just very well detailed. I love this. I think this HD models and the historical models are probably the biggest thing. And the rifle barrels, ooh. I mean, just look at that. You didn't see that in the original World of Tanks at all. That's awesome. Let's check out some of the other guns on it. Of course, I want to purchase the short 122. A little derpy, but it'll do. First 85. Slap on the second turret. Alright, and then for the Top Gun, very cool. I like it. Again, all these tanks have their tracks very well articulated. Only HD tanks currently have those, unfortunately. But it looks very nice driving over rough terrain. Let's check out the exterior quick. Just going through camos. Buy that one for 7 days. And that's the T3485. Awesome, awesome model. I love it. Let's get on to the T54. This was the first HD model I saw, and easily the one that I got most impressed with. If you saw my map changes video at the very end, I do blow this thing off its turret off of it. Took me quite a while to figure it out, but I did eventually get it. And guess what? The log is back on the back where it belongs, protecting your rear armor with the best of wood armoring that the Russians can provide. Again, very, very nice road wheels, very detailed. I love the way things looked used, but they don't look overused. I think that's the biggest nicety about this, is that they look good. They don't look factory new, but they definitely don't look like they've been in service for 20 years, you know? They look like they've been driven out to the front and used for a couple days, weeks even. Check out the gun selection. Here's the stock gun for you. LB1. Now, one thing I did notice about this, if you look at the rifling on this muzzle flash hider, I believe it is rifled on, or how would this be cut out? I can't remember what extruded is. Not the right word. I can't remember what it is. From the actual barrel on the inside too, although the inside is not very well modeled in my opinion. It's not bad, and you don't really look at it very much, so it's not really bad necessarily. Still rifled in there eventually. That's that. Gun we were looking at before. And Top Gun, theoretically. Not the gun I'd choose to use on it, but one of the choices. And put that on, get the old turret, which I think looks absolutely ugly, but personal preference, I guess, as far as what things look like. I think it looks absolutely ugly. Let's put back on the real turret. Check out the exterior. Camo. I find interesting how most of these barrels, they don't have anything on them. It's just a little bit here and sometimes a little bit at the end. That's about it. Alright, let's move on to the Panther. Now the Panther has an awesome model. I mean, look at this. This looks absolutely beautiful. Road wheels are very nicely overlapped. Look very nice. Everything is very nice. I love the detailing. Little scratches here and there. You can see the welds. The shot trap eliminator up here. Very, very cool. Derpy derp gun. Herp a derp. And then add on the schmalterm. Again, very nice model. I remembered the schmalterm actually being taller than the original turret, but I guess it's actually shorter in real life, or would have been shorter, which I thought was interesting. CL100 right there. And there is your quote-unquote elite Panther. Not the historical one, but the elite one. Check out some camos for it. I kind of like this camo. Ugh, not a big fan of that camo, but some people like it. Let's move on to the Tiger. Don't like the old Panther-esque turret very much, the original Tiger turret, but you can easily change that. But other than that, this is my favorite model by far. I think that this one looks the best. It's used, but again, not overused, and it looks awesome. I mean, this thing looks dazzling. I love this. The metal is kind of matte, but kind of not. Kind of shiny, kind of not. It's not flashy, but it's not ugly. You know, I mean, this is just an awesome model for an awesome tank. I love it. The derp gun on there. Herp a derp. Check out the true 88. And then the true turret. There's your historical Tiger right there. Not a bad tank at all. Let's toss on the, need the tracks. L71 from the Tiger 2. There you go. Love this turret. It's got a little chink out of the armor there, but it's not weak spot at all. I love the damaging here. Looks like it's actually been used a little bit. I mean, it's not like this was actual metal. I mean, this was probably a little more than, you know, a quarter inch, maybe an eighth of an inch or so of steel. I mean, it's not like it's not going to get bent up when you use it a lot. I don't know. I've never been on one, so I don't know how much armor it has. One thing that you will notice is the wearing, specifically on the Tiger. Actually, I've noticed around. It's not very well on this camo in particular. This one might be. Yeah, you can see the wearing of where crew would stand or sit or whatever on top of the tank. That's cool. That's about it for the Tiger. Let's move on to the mouse. The mouse. Ooh, this got changed a little bit. It's a little more rusty now. Last time I looked at it, which I think is interesting. It used to be a lot more single monocolor, monochrome. I don't know what it's called. Now it's got a little bit of rusting almost in it, tarnishing. But anyways, you can look at the nice welds. Wheels look cool. Gun mainly looks beveled and all. Oh, the back is almost perfectly flat now. I remember this being more angled. And of course, there's no fuel tank on the back, unfortunately. You can check out the camo since this thing doesn't have any other guns and stuff to put on. That's that. Not too fancy. The one thing I do like is these grates look like they're three-dimensional. You can kind of see into them a little bit. Very, very cool. On to the M4 Sherman. Classic. Awesome, awesome model. Another one of my favorites. Looks very good. These models are very well done. I mean, the only one, like I said, that I don't like is the Tortoise, and it's just because the armor looks funny, in my opinion. Let's check out some of the other guns. The original 75. We just had the 105 on, so we get the top 175. Go. And the stock turret with, let's just put in the 105. And there's a stock turret with 50 cal on top. Cool, cool vehicle. Very well done. There's the M4. Again, you can kind of see where a crew might have stepped or put their feet down when using the vehicle there. A little bit of wearing. Down to the M103. And a lot of people have been complaining about these road wheels, and they are kind of not smooth, but they're not bad. I mean, that's really nitpicky, to be honest. But other than that, the model looks really nice. I think all these models look very cool. Little ladder right there. I like pretty much all these models very much. Get the first 120 on there. Then the second turret. Add a 50 cal up top. That's about it. Top gun then. And that's about it for this. Check out the exterior. Kinda like that one. Alright, on to the M18 Hellcat. Again, not a bad model. I think at the end there, I'm going to have a little compilation of all these tanks driving around a little bit. I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe I'll do it at the beginning. I don't know. Very faded camo. Let's look at the guns. I should have done that before I put on camo, but that's fine. Third 76. Put on the Jackson helmet. Turret, I mean. Let's get the 50 now. Did not. Oh, I don't have any. There we go. Just say I don't think it changed, but there's the 90. It's the M18 Hellcat onto the Centurion. People were complaining a lot about this being scratched up too, and it's fine. This tank definitely looks like it's been worn a lot more than most of the others. Easily worn more than most of the others. Unlike most of the others, this one looks like it's been through battle or driven quite a bit. Second barrel. Alright, there's the Mark 9 turret. The Browning 30 on top. Can't really zoom in, but that thing looks pretty ugly in my opinion. I can't see it very well. Doesn't look very well modeled. It's the top turret. And then the 105. Tortoise is, oh, I gotta look at camos, of course. Duh, I don't know. Dual Matilda camo. Alright, here we are. Last but not least, the Tortoise. Now this one, if we look, the armor just looks like jelly-y. I don't know how to explain it. It just looks rough. Like it's like made of jello or something. It's not a, you look at the mouse, it's just a flat sheet, whereas this thing just kind of looks like it's bumpy and ugh. I don't know, I don't like, specifically the front of the tank doesn't look very good. I mean, the sides look sharp, the back looks sharp, but the front just looks, icky. Anyways, let's look at the second gun. And then the top gun. And then, let's check out some camo. And that's it. I think after this I'm going to have a little compilation for you guys to check out. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Ooh, is that camo on the inside of the... I guess on the inside of the barrel. That's interesting. Is it for all tanks? Yeah, it looks like all tanks have it on the inside of the barrel as well. That's... I hope that's a bug. Yeah, they do. Interesting. Anyway, catch you guys later.